I'll go over in the beginning here, and then we'll get started right away. So, first of all, I hope you appreciate all the food groups that we supplied to you.
Oh, yeah.
Those people that like the sugary end, if you didn't notice, that was sort of the sugary end of the spectrum, and then we went all the way to the healthy. So we hope that we met your needs. And be sure, just keep eating. You know, we have lots of oatmeal. Enjoy yourself all morning. Okay, and today we're going to do an engineering project, but we do have a disclaimer. Jill and I put this together, and if it's wrong, fix it. Because we worked a large number of hours to try to put this thing together for you, but we think it's going to be a lot of fun. One announcement that I have is we have actually 3 things going on that I want to bring to your attention. And if you're interested in any of them, over there by where Jill is, and you see the pot of coffee, are the flyers. So first I want to tell you, for those of you that have students, and I believe it's 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls, is the Women in STEM conference that AAUW puts on every year. I sent this out to you, but in case you didn't get the email, there's the registration link, and it's $20 per student, and then you have them fill out a release and all that stuff. And that's happening, well, you have to turn it in by March 3rd, and it's on Saturday, March 18th. So that's the first one. Then, coming in just 2 days or 3 days, on next Tuesday, the 31st, we are sponsoring a Project Wild Project Learning Tree training. And this is free to you, and the cool part about it is you get curriculum. And it says here it's for grades 5 through 8, but I've used Project Wild, and you can use it all the way through high school. It's a lot like Project Wet. There's lots and lots of activities. We have 5 spots remaining. So if anybody is interested in coming on Tuesday, let me know, first of all, and then go ahead and register. And that one is limited, so.
And can I jump in really quick? Because Project WET is kind of along the lines of Project Wild and Learning Tree. We have a few spaces left in a Project WET workshop at the Butte County Office of Ed on February 7th and 8th. So it's very last minute, but we can still take a few people. It's totally free. We can cover subs. So I'm going to leave that up here. I don't know about the flyer. So Project WET.
And then we are also posting, and this is a little later, and this is really for middle school, and it's a middle school FOSS kit, so you can get an idea of what's in those kits, and this one is on chemical reactions. So if you're interested in that, that is happening on March 23rd, and that's all we have. So if you're interested in any of those 4 things, get the flyer and let me know if you're interested in Tuesday. Okay, our outcomes for today is to give you some information about an EdCamp adventure. How many of you have ever participated in EdCamp? Awesome. So we're going to do EdCamp on March 4th when you guys also present your lesson study. We're going to do something called EdCamp, and Kendra's going to talk to you about that. We're also going to engage in a life science engineering problem where you guys will be, I should have called it, I told you, Iron Chef or Chopped, or what was that one you said? Oh, beat Jill and Lorna.
Yeah.
Beat Bobby Clay. But you will be chefs today, so that'll be fun. You're also going to be doing some breakouts, and in one breakout room, Kendra's going to take you and you're going to learn about how you can Skype and get guest speakers and take your kids on virtual tours. So we're excited about that. And then Maureen and Anne are going to be, and Jackie are going to be in another room, and you'll get to see both. You'll flip-flop. And they're going to be talking about 3D assessments, giving you more information and tools about those, and talking to you about an assignment that you have due in our final meeting. And then you'll get some updates about lesson study, because the presentations are March 4th. Your original agenda have lesson study at the end, but thank you, Lisa asked if we could do that at lunchtime. And so basically, once you get your lunch and you come back in, I'll go over the details of lesson study during your lunchtime. So if any of you want to talk to each other and make plans about putting together your presentation, you have some time during lunch. And so this is our agenda. I kind of went through everything. You have it at your table. And let's get ready for our awesome day. Yes, thank you. Jill reminded me. In your handout, your agenda, it says that Skype and Hangouts is going to be in the library. It's actually in the gallery. And then the 3Ds is in the boardroom. We're going to keep you closer. So Skype in gallery, right down here. 3D assessments in the boardroom. So you can change that on your agenda. Anything else? Did everybody get a MacGyver kit?
Yes. I think we need one over here.
Okay, we need one over there. And then make sure that you take your tickets and just tear off half and keep the other half, and we'll come around and pick up your ticket stubs for raffles. And then I need to know if anybody in here was not here when we gave out the Paige Keeley Formative Assessment Pro books. Has everybody got one? Okay, Kelly, so you want to come up and pick yours out? Anybody else not get one? Okay.
Okay, this is full disclosure time. How many of you in the early 80s sported a mullet? I know one of you, you don't raise your hand, you're I was in the 90s? In the 90s? Recently sported a mullet? Okay. They're coming back though. Are they? I've got a serious mullet? Yeah. Business in the front, party in the back, right? Business in the front, party in the back. So who was the most famous sporter of a mullet on television in the recent?
That Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah.
I'd say Joe.
Did not get a MacGyver made with your kids.
Oh man.
That's the theme for today. How many of you have never seen the original MacGyver? Few of you have never seen or born the original MacGyver. We're going to have a... So, for those of you that have not got to enjoy the original MacGyver, and by the way, MacGyver is now officially in the Oxford Dictionary as a verb to MacGyver something. Oxford Dictionary. Yes. Henry Winkler, who was the producer of MacGyver, the Fonz. Henry Winkler was recognized by the California Science Teachers Association about 20 years ago for his efforts to promote science to children in school. So he was actually acknowledged and came and accepted his award at one of our meetings many years ago. But if you're not familiar with MacGyver, we have a little escape scene, a couple-minute escape scene, so you can see what it's all about. Here we go. Richard Dean Anderson. So here's the Oxford Dictionary definition: to make or repair an object in an improvised or inventive way, making use of whatever items are at hand. MacGyver was famous for using postage stamps, striking room matches, bobby pins. He did carry a Swiss Army knife. That was a little outside of our budget for your MacGyver kit, but we're giving you something really cool instead. To get out of situations very ingeniously. And Mythbusters is actually taking this on and done a number of episodes looking at the MacGyver escapes to see if they're actually possible or not. So you're going to do, not in a MacGyver escape today, but you're going to be doing a little challenge using your MacGyver kits. So if you want to open your box, I'll show you what's in there. There's something that you might not recognize. You know, that's not a cigarette in there. That's duct tape rolled on a dowel. You spent hours rolling duct tape on dowels. So you've got your little, really big box. But the other item that's in there is a really neat thing. More about it, right? These are called form cards. So you see the thing that looks like a plastic credit card? So it's a new product, and it was part of an Indiegogo campaign to get this company started in England. And it's actually a bioplastic. And if any of you have ever used FEMA clay, where you can mold things out of FEMA clay and then bake it, so FEMA clay has that purpose, but what's cool about form cards is that they're reusable. And you just heat them up in hot water, and you can mold them into any shape that you need. And they bind with other plastics and nylons. So they're very versatile, and you can reshape them back into the credit card form, and just keep it in your wallet if you want. I know my son was really fascinated by these when he was in Peace Corps in West Africa, because where his village was, there was no access to plastics, and during the rainy season, they couldn't get out to get anything that that they could help repair their tools if a handle broke on a wrench or a screwdriver. So he was thinking this would have been an incredible use. I wish I could have seen what the kids would have come up with these. But we are going to use them in here today just to see what you come up with. So here is a little background on the form cards. There's a video that we're going to share with you. You can see how
You have another video going.
Fill the kettle, job done. It's as simple as that. Fantastic stuff. This is for a big thank you to Peter Marandale, who's the owner of the behind the news.
So these are about $3 a piece, and we're going to be giving some additional cards out as prizes this afternoon.
This is Form Card, a handy pocket-sized card, meltable bioplastic that you can use to make, fix, and modify the world around you. You can mould it quickly and simply to make little solutions to everyday problems. When it's cool, it's really strong like nylon, so you can make solid, durable solutions with it. And then you can reheat it again and again to adapt, change, and reuse it. Because it's a handy card size, you can keep one in your pocket, wallet, kitchen drawer, or toolbox so that it's there whenever and wherever it's needed. And because you know it melts in a cup of hot water, that might be in a cafe to fix a broken umbrella, or around a campfire to fix a broken tent pole. It's strong enough for quick solutions to emergency situations, like when you've forgotten a tool for a job or a handle breaks on something. Plastic has got a bit of a bad name. It's associated with a cheap, disposable world in which things break easily and then end up in the bin. Form card is the opposite of that world. When it's very hot, it sticks to other plastics, so you can actually use it to instantly fix things, say a plastic shovel when you're on holiday. There are loads of amazing applications, and we'll be posting more examples online as the project develops. Hi, I'm Peter Marigold, the designer and developer of Formcard. Low temperature thermoplastics have been around for a very long time, and I've been working with them for the last couple of years. I've been running public workshops to explore their potential for use in our everyday lives, and I've developed Formcard based on these experiences. Normally, these thermoplastics are supplied in granulated form, which makes them awkward to use. The granules have to be squashed together, which is messy, wasteful, and sometimes even painful. This has restricted their use to people who are familiar with making things. But I believe that this material has a place in everyone's kitchen drawer, toolbox, and backpack, like glue tack or sellotape. So I developed it into a flat card form that would always be around and always be ready to use. The size and thickness of the card is exactly the right amount of material for the quick types of fixes that are needed. It fits in your wallet and it fits in a cup, so you can take it and use it anywhere you can find hot water. It's quick, clean, simple, instant, and fun. We've made Formcard affordable as an everyday product and are now producing them in loads of amazing colours for every possible application. I want Formcard to reach everyone who thinks about fixing things instantly when they break. Just take one out of your pocket, drop it into hot water, and fix things. Simple. Thanks for watching, and please support our project. Formcard. Mel?
Okay, so that's Formcard. So your assignment here, you're going to use your MacGyver kit in your Formcards and create a track that you can roll a marble down, starting at one end of your table. We're going to do the long way. For those of you that are looking for how to edge this, going the long way to the table, you're going to create a track where you can drop a marble and get it to the end of the table and drop into one of your paper cups there. We're going to pretend it's a bomb you have to defuse by rolling a marble on the table and defuse the bomb. Okay? So you can't push it, you can't touch it once you start it, and you can use whatever is in your kit. Only in your kit, the box, what's in it, and the form card. And you can combine your kits, you can do whatever you want to do. But we're going to take 15 minutes. 15. Yeah, the marbles are in the cup at the table. If you don't have a marble, I have a marble here. And so to heat your cards, we have 2 carafes of hot water here, and there should be 2 double cups. Bring them up both together because it's going to be hot. Take the marble out. And go ahead and fill it up, and then when you drop your card in, you don't want it so hot that the card gets really liquidy. You want it just to soften enough to work. So you have a fork there, just kind of play with it and see when it gets to the right consistency of how you want it to do it. And again, if you make a mistake, these are easy. You just put them back in the hot water and start over again. So you can send somebody up from your table. The crafts are over here. I went on the
I can't make it stop.
I think that's legal.
I was talking to the beginner using this channel.
So let's use 2 of these. There's these are wheels. So if we use 2 of them to just make sure that it sits on the wheel, I think I'll take it. All we need is like mud underneath them.
I was going to add a second piece to this as a videotape for
Get some water.
your marble trap. So I was going to add an extra level to this.
It needs more water for this side.
I know, I was getting bad figures.
But I can't do it anymore. Okay, what do we want to take? Are we gonna put
Underneath, right?
I'm not sure we're
Decided
gonna, I don't know, are we gonna need the table?
We were thinking about doing it underneath, keeping it, making sure that the length in between is going to stay.
Is consistent.
I see.
Okay, so, Alan, when
This is getting too cool, this water. We need to get hotter water.
Oh, let's get some more.
Good?
I'm I'm just trying to make make it so that it holds the table up.
Okay.
Maybe we need
Let's go faster.
And we're dead.
Okay, I saw a lot of different innovations. Some of you did not want to use your form card, and so you figured out a number of different ways to get the marble to roll down. What were some of the innovative things that people did? So can I have a couple people share out? And then we can have folks walk around after the time to break and look. What did you do?
We put a couple of the tins under the wheels
Oh,
to help
don't.
give some
Oh.
Yeah, so
You weren't supposed to tell them.
so some of you figured out you don't need to make a ramp on the table. You can lift the whole table up using your tins or your form cards. And the back table used form cards. We did that too. Okay. What were some of the tracks that you used? I saw some cool things. What did you guys use?
The tables.
So I forgot, because I don't work up here, that these tables are actually two tables shoved together. So you were very creative and used a little crack down the middle. So that was great. These guys over here used shoelaces and bobby pins and duct tape. It didn't work? You blew up? 50-50. Okay. Anybody else has something different that they used? What do you use?
the dowels to separate the tables and create a trap.
Oh,
And we use the gum and bobby pins to hold up the form cards to help ensure the track aligned.
very cool. The marble got into the track in the first place. Anybody else want to share? What did you folks do?
We just built a ramp. We used the 2-inch cards and then used the shoelaces for our track, and it stayed in. And some of the duct tape.
Did you reinforce your shoelaces?
We did, yeah. So we made them tight.
Okay, cool. So fun little activity. You are, I'm sure, have endless ideas. You can be very creative, and kids can get very creative. So if you use your form card, if you sacrifice it for your group, just put it back in the warm water, heat it up. And it's better if you store these flat because they'll heat up more uniformly next time. So get it hot, flatten it out again. And we also have a bunch of them for prizes today, so you may win more form cards. Do we have a few minutes for people to walk around? Or do we need to move on? Okay, break? Yeah. It's not a break. No, if they wanted to look at each other, can they do that?
We don't have time right now. Sorry.
Just leave them set up and we'll do it during break.
And raise your hand for the people who have been to Ed Camp. So before I talk a ton, we are telling you now because we want you to do some thinking before next March. It's not going to be a full day. Most of these Ed Camps are a full day. Ours is just going to be in the morning. So before you guys do your lesson study, present those. But I want to show you this video to kind of get you thinking about it, and then we'll go over any questions. So you can play that video. You ever been to an Ed Camp before? If not, this video is for you. Ed Camp is an innovative model for professional learning. It is completely driven by participants and is structured to engage educators in areas which they wish to gain and contribute knowledge. A typical day at Ed Camp looks like this. 1. Come in, go to the registration table, and claim your name tag. You may then sit down at any table you'd like. 2. On each table, there will be a pile of sticky notes and pens. These are for you to write down your name and a topic you'd like to discuss with others. After you've written down your name and topic, have you ever been to an Ed Camp before? If not, this video is for you. Ed Camp is an innovative model for professional learning. It is completely driven by participants and is structured to engage educators in areas which they wish to gain and contribute knowledge. A typical day at Ed Camp looks like this. 1. Come in, go to the registration table, and claim your name tag. You may then sit down at any table you'd like. 2. On each table, there will be a pile of sticky notes and pens. These are for you to write down your name and a topic you'd like to discuss with others.
After you've written down your name and topic, you will take it to the big whiteboard in the room and just stick it up there. If you do it, others will follow. 3. There will be someone at the whiteboard organizing session suggestions into common themes and taking note of the most popular topics. These are the sessions that will likely take place that day. There will be 4 sessions, so please write and post more than one topic for discussion. Now you're probably thinking, as soon as I post my sticky note, I'll probably have to facilitate. Don't be shy, fellow educators. You can do it, and here's how. I almost forgot to mention, EdCamp is an unconference model. Sessions are discussion-based. You will not see someone standing at the front of the room presenting a topic using a PowerPoint. Facilitating does not mean presenting. You are simply the leader in discussion. Leader, you ask? Why, yes. You will simply introduce yourself to the group, name, job, position, what you want to learn, and then pass it around the circle after introductions are completed. It will be time for you to ask discussion questions to spark the conversation. For example,
hi everyone, my name's John, and welcome to the session discussing how to integrate the Hunger Games and other pop fiction novels into a grade 8 humanities class. I have a group of kids in the class that haven't stopped talking about it for the past month. Any ideas?
Well, John, I recently used the Hunger Games as a writing prompt where the kids wrote as if, and so on. Everyone would join in and discuss ways to integrate pop fiction into the curriculum. Simple, right? That's why we are encouraging you to facilitate. The power of an EdCamp resides in its participants. You do not need to be an expert to share your knowledge and experiences. Just an educator eager to learn with other colleagues. So make connections, engage, and share. Thanks for watching. Animator is Soo-Hoon Lee. Voiceover is Kirby Fako. Camera...
Okay, this is not exactly how ours is going to be. We will have a sticky wall, there will be sticky notes, so my hope is that you guys in the next month and a half, start thinking about questions that you have for your own classroom. Some questions that could guide 30 to 45-minute discussions in a room with all of your peers. What I love about this is you are all science teachers. Sometimes when you go to these big ed camps, it's great to be with ELA, security, right, other people, but you guys are all centered around the same subject, so this could be even more fruitful. So the power of this is that you have to come ready with some questions that you want answered and some ideas that you have. So get ready, because we're not going to give you all of these prompts when you come in. We're just hoping that you guys have some ideas and have some things to put on the sticky notes. So here are the 4 rules of EdCamp. The first one is participate. Your valuable ideas and insights add to the conversation. So there is no leader. There's not going to be someone in charge. Nothing is prepared for an EdCamp. So everybody's got to participate. Number 2, ambulate. Feel free to move from session to session. So if you go to a session and you're like, this isn't really what I was thinking it was going to be, it's okay to get up and go to another one. Okay? Number 3 is communicate. Share freely. This could be a time where you bring your device, you share lessons maybe that you've created, you share resources. So feel free to bring a device and communicate that way, or just get ready to talk, because that's the whole point of this. And then number 4 is celebrate. Have a fantastic time with your colleagues and reach out to others. So today and until March, please start brainstorming what questions and ideas that you have that could be something that you want to do at EdCamp. So get ready for that. There are no questions too big. It could be as big as assessment. It could be 3D assessment.
It could be content.
Yeah, it could be content. We will have more than one session, so they're just going to be shorter sessions than normal. So we'll get that schedule out to you, but remember, it's not going to be all day, so you're not going to have to do this over and over and over. Any questions about how EdCamp works? Yeah.
Do we show up with questions, or do we show up with something that we're prepared to present?
No, do not show up with, if you have some great idea, you don't even really know what the day is going to be session-wise until you get here and we kind of move around all of the post-it notes. So what will happen is you'll have some questions that you have, questions on content, questions on assessment. You'll write them on a post-it, stick it on the board, and we will all be moving the post-it notes into the most popular common sessions, and we'll create our sessions for the day out of that. So all you have to come with is questions that you're interested in. So maybe you want to figure out how to integrate technology into a lesson. How do I do that in science? How do I use phone cards in a classroom? So just any questions you have, you can put as many post-its as you want up there.
But you could bring something.
You
You
could.
could bring your laptop, but if you know I really want to talk about this topic, and if it turns up and I'm able to, here's some stuff I've done already, but I need more input, that would be all right as well.
Any other questions? Hey, we're really excited for this, but this is going to be a big new thing for us. So come with lots of questions.
So,